Have I ever taken psychedelics? Is a frog's ass watertight? Hell yeah, I've done my body weight in psychedelics. I just haven't done them in decades. Fuck yeah, we used to take fucking. Oh, how many times you got? I don't know, like four. My friend's brother used to fucking bake. I hated it when he did it. Fucking used to make pizzas, cook pizzas with fucking shrooms on them. Oh, I hate it. I like because I with shrooms, I would need to eat like a nibble, let that taste hit my mouth. I would throw up, and then I could eat the rest of it, but I would have to break it into big chunks and not chew it. I'd have to put a chunk in my mouth and swallow it whole. Mm. But yeah, have I done psychedelics? Yeah, I've done some psychedelics. I've done psychedelic. I've done LSD and shrooms. Um, I've done powdered cocaine, obviously marijuana, opium, hashish. I've been the cocaine one time via the syringe. I've never done heroin, meth, crack, none of that. Never going to. Um, that's it. Well, thank you for the $10 donation. I took two edibles before a Roger Waters concert and then crossfaded in a bar. Missed the entire concert. God damn, that sucks. We have your wife. This person says my wife makes her own can of butter. We have the Levo machine. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Levo. It's an infusion machine where you can create your own butter and oil and whatnot, what have you. Um, and what my wife will do is create a can of sugar for her coffee. Mix up a little bit of the coffee in the morning on a day where you ain't got to be responsible for a goddamn thing and let it fly. Just early in the morning, you know what I mean? Am I in favor of legalizing all drugs? I don't know. Maybe decriminalizing all drugs and treating drug addiction the way we should, but I don't know what that looks like. You're 68, never thought you'd come across living this long. Yeah, see, we did a lot of things. Like I've listen, when it comes to the booger sugar, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have done my fair share. But yeah, I never crossed over into like heroin and crack and meth and stuff like that. Never like huffed paint and shit like that. Um, I did the injection one time because I was in a room full of I was listen, I was the youngest guy in a room full of old bikers at one of the bikers' houses. That's how I got introduced to Melissa Etheridge. We would sit around and he kept listening to Melissa Etheridge's debut album over and over and over, her CD. And it was like, who is this? And he's like, she's going to be big. She's going to be big. Anyway, we'd sit in this dark room with all the shades drawn, and they would just be injecting all night long. And I'd just be burning all night long. And every now and again, I'd do a bump. You know what I mean? And I asked if I could do it one time. And the guy's like, you don't want to do this. I'm like, dude, I can fucking handle myself just one time. He must have stuck me, I don't fucking 5, 6 goddamn times. And it hurt like a motherfucker, and I hated it. And he got me, he finally did it, and he did just gave me a little dose, and he told me, "You're not allowed to stand up, you gotta sit there and ride it." And afterwards, he told me, "You stuck me so many times to make me hate it, so I would never fucking do it again." And I've never done it again. Not my jam at all. But yeah, I mean, I have spent more than my share of weekends going through an entire weekend bender, fucking hitting the booger sugar all weekend. And you want to talk about fucking stupid. We were in Ocala, Florida. There's an Ocala National Forest there. And we dropped 2 tabs of Sid apiece and climbed into a natural spring and sat there for like 8 hours, just bullshitting and contemplating life, me and a buddy of mine. But the point being is, we just walked into a natural spring in Florida. Now, granted, it's in Ocala, Florida, but in Florida, we just walked into a body of water and sat down, tripping balls. I shouldn't fucking be here right now. I was dumber than a fucking fence post.